Hi guys, and welcome to Super Metallurgy. Today I'm in my Porsche 911, which is a 2014 911 Turbo. So the model number for this car is a 991 that was designated to the car by Porsche. This car I've owned for about a year and a half, and it's done 19,500 miles. It's a 520 horsepower, flat six, twin turbocharged engine, and that was in the newly derived engine that Porsche made. Quite a high-spec car, so it's got all the whistles and all the bells, and really lovely machine. I've decided I'm going to sell it and I'm going to look for another vehicle. Lamborghini at Sevenoaks have decided they will take the car for me, and they're putting it on sale. So if anybody wants a nice low-mileage Porsche Turbo which has been looked after perfectly, give Sevenoaks Lamborghini a call. I'm going to move on to something different. So I don't know, maybe a Hurricane. They've got a rather nice electric green metallic Spider in there at the moment, which is brand new, unregistered, really nice looking car. So who knows, maybe I'll go and take a look at that. They keep trying to get me into it and I keep on shying away. Huge front disc brakes, looking a little bit rusty at the moment, with massive calipers. I mean, it's got so much stopping power, this car, because obviously you are nearing 200 miles an hour, so you need to make sure you can stop. It's got a lot of active aero on this vehicle, so down below is a spoiler that actually comes out, gives you a bit more downforce. You can see the centre section is the main radiator, and then to the right hand side and the left hand side you've got vents which then lead straight through into your air conditioning radiators, and an intercooler. LED lighting, and this car has got the LED light system on it, and they bend when you turn around corners. Fully PPF film wrapped, so you can see the film just on the edges. You may be able to see this, I'm not sure. So the car's got a wrap all over it, and it's all over the wing mirrors, and car's been tinted front and rear, light smoke on the front, and really sets it off. And you can see the interior, the interior of the car. So electric memory seats down here, all your controls. You've got your boot release down in the sill with illuminated turbo door sills in stainless steel. And then you've got your trunk release on the other side. So I'm on the inside of the car. This car is a really nice machine to be inside. It's you can see it's good specification. Let me show you the dashboard and you can have a little look around it. In the centre we've got the main console, which runs down. This was basically derived out of the Porsche Panamera, and then they started carrying this through to other vehicles. So you can see sat-nav running at the moment. It's got a tuner with DAB audio and then a normal FM AM tuner. You can also select through to do a jukebox, because this one has got a hard drive built into it, but there's nothing in it. Auxiliary for plugging in an iPod, and then you've got your Bluetooth for your track. Also got a telephone feature on this, because you've got the proper Bluetooth in this car, whereas the old 997 was always a bit of an issue. It was a bit, it didn't really have that much thought put into it, and really didn't work very well. Navigation system, you can see my last address, Charlotte Street in central London. And then the map of where I am at the moment, and it's much clearer, much nicer than it used to be. Leather interior in this car, nice leather interior. This has got the full 18-way sports bucket seats, with the nice insignia up on the seats, which was an option from Porsche. Roof lining is all Alcantara, which is standard to these cars, but really lovely roof. Doesn't have a sunroof in this car. I'm not that keen on sunroofs and don't need them, but and then loads of storage. Bose hi-fi system in here, changed from the others where they had they originally had the Bose system with a subwoofer in the back. This got the woofer actually into the door cards in this car, so you can see in these doors they're quite inset around this area down here, and basically they're much larger 8-inch subwoofer speakers. memory seats, and those control the seat settings, so you can set it up on your key in this vehicle, and then when you put your key in the ignition, it will automatically bring the steering wheel down and set your seat to where you want to go. So up on the dash, let me switch her on. It's got a key fob from the dealer at the moment on it, and I can see it all loading up, and I really need to turn the steering wheel round a little bit, so let's start her up and turn the steering wheel. So you can see my front door is open at the moment, and it's telling me there's a driver card missing. I don't know what that is. Okay, so you've got your vehicle settings, so it has quite a nice display setup in this vehicle. So if I move that a little bit further forward for you, you can see what's going on. And so you can go through, you can see there's the audio, what is playing on the Bluetooth at the moment. You can see it's connected up to my telephone on Vodafone. You can see you can have a small dial here for your sat nav, and then you don't need to use the main dial in the centre of the car along here, and then you can have something else on this screen. So you could have your emails coming through, you could have your SMS messages, or you could have your telephone running, for instance. And then if we go back over to here, you can see the last destination. I can do my sat nav on it, my distances, my ranges, and my arrival times. Pressures of all my tyres. This car's got the Michelin Cup Sport 2s on it, which I only put on a little while ago at huge expense, because I've got 305 tyres on the back and 245s on the front. All-wheel drive. This one now shows if the power's going to the front or to the rear of the wheels. It's also got four-wheel steering in this car as well, so you can turn at low speeds quite close in and really tight corners very easily, which is really nice, because a four-wheel drive car generally doesn't have a very good turning circle. Chrono, which is linked up to my Sport Chrono, which is up on the dashboard here. That is an option on most other Porsches, and with turbo it comes as a standard fit, so that will do for your track times. It also can have a clock, and you can have it ticking. I have it so it's just set like that. And then G-forces, so when you're really piling it around a track, or maybe you're on the road, I don't know, it shows you your lateral G-forces, your movement left and right. Really quite cool, but you don't always need it. This shows the torque meter, so if you're putting your foot down, that little ball on the left hand side, this orange ball, starts to move through that rev range, and it shows you how much torque you're using. But this has got an absolute boot full of torque, so I believe it's around, I think, I might be corrected when I say this, about 600 pounds of torque, so it pulls like a steam train. There's not many cars that can pull like this. And then speed limit, so it's got the optional speed limit camera, which reads all the limits of wherever you go, and that's quite useful if you're in a supercar. And then it goes back to showing me my bar for the my PSI level for the turbo, my oil is down below, my water temperature, and then obviously the bar of the engine, the pressure of the engine, and that generally will go up as you're accelerating. And then just slightly off to the other side, we have our fuel gauge. Car's with the dealer at the moment, so doesn't have a vast amount of fuel, and my water temperature in analog. My speedo, which is always nice to see, with 225 miles an hour on it, even though it only just pips nearly 200. And then on the left hand side I've got my oil temperature, and I've got my oil pressure gauge. So this car has got the non-standard sport design steering wheel. This then comes up with displays in the centre, so if I hit Sport Plus, for instance, Sport Plus comes up on this display on the corner. If I hit Sport, it then changes to Sport. I can also run launch control, which comes up on the other side. Paddle shift gearbox, which is through this automatic gearbox, and it's a 7-speed dual clutch PDK gearbox from Porsche. It really is one of the, I would say, one of the finest gearboxes. I've driven other cars, and as you know, I have an RS3 which has the twin plate clutch gearbox. This is far superior. It hangs onto the gears, so if you're in if you want to drive it as a manual, you literally can pull one of the levers and this car will hold it. It doesn't suddenly come out of the gear if you don't want it to, and also if I'm in normal drive I can pull it and it's instant. In the Audi I have to click it twice, once to engage it, once to pull it down a gear. This car doesn't do that. This is instant, one pull and it's changed gear automatically, and then it holds that gear for you until you tell it differently. Okay, so now we can get out hopefully onto the open road shortly. I can show you what this thing can do. So we'll get it into Sport Plus. That puts out all the spoilers at the front and at the back of the car. So they've now just deployed. It's holding the gear, so I'm in second gear, it's 27 miles an hour. If I knock it across into manual, so I've now got control of it, but I still have a lot of traffic, and we should be able to get this car whipping along quite nicely. You can hear the car popping as you let off the gas as well. It's really quite a nice noise, but it's a bumpy old road. But it's got immense torque. I mean, I'm in fifth gear, I'm doing 33 miles an hour, and I put my foot down, and it's just like 35, 36, 37, 38. It just picks up so fast. It's fantastic. And the gear changes in just so fast. So I was in fifth, I went straight fourth, third, 25 miles an hour. And I can take it down to second gear. So if I take it down to second, we're doing 27 miles an hour now. And if I put my foot down, 40 miles an hour is just phenomenal. You don't get that in many other cars. The turbo is so responsive compared to many others that haven't got a turbocharger, and also you've got one larger turbo and one smaller turbo, and they're balanced, so you effectively get this instant. It was a push because it's coming from the back of the car. It's a weird feeling, but it's just delivers so much torque and so much power so fast. So if I just put my foot down now, we're in second gear, and we're doing 52 miles an hour nearly. Really phenomenally fast.